Do you want to accomplish what somebody else has accomplished in this world already? If the answer is yes, then that's the benchmark that is already set up for you. It's Kishore Jangra here with the session 1 word per day for 365 days, and the word of the day is benchmark. There are a lot of things that you want to do. You have a lot of skills, you have a lot of good attitude, you have a lot of energy, experience, and timelines. So with these things, you set up benchmarks that you have to do for a particular activity or a goal that you want to have in your life in some point of time. Maybe in the next 2 years, maybe in the next 5 years, or 20 years, or maybe in the next 6 months. It depends all on what your goal is. So basically, benchmarks are your first target areas. So benchmarks are of 3 types basically that I believe to have. First is a doable benchmark, then is a stretchable benchmark, and there is a possible benchmark. That's the third one. So basically, when you want to have a benchmark accomplished, you are trying to do it based on the skills that you have. And if you are able to do it, that's a doable benchmark. You do not need to learn anything new, just you need to implement what you have within yourself. The second kind of benchmark is stretchable benchmark. It is a benchmark where you have to work little much harder, learn more new things. With the skill set that you have, you need to polish it, go in the same direction, but with more speed, more intensity, learn few more things, and then you can achieve it. So basically, you are stretching yourself in that part, and that is a stretchable benchmark. And the third one, my God, the possible benchmark. It is probably the toughest benchmark that we have for ourselves, and this is what most of the people desire to be. And with that, if you have set a possible benchmark for yourself, mind it that you are going to change yourself, because when you set a new benchmark for yourself, you are changing yourself. Because while setting a benchmark, you need to have new skills, new habits, new timelines, new experiences, more knowledge. And once you achieve this thing, the process changes you to somebody you are not, and somebody who's far better than what you are right now. So basically, your possible benchmarks are the benchmarks that change you so much that you are going to achieve something impossible, but possible only when you change yourself. Imagine that the possible benchmarks are possible with all the things that you have right now. Then why do not have you things right now? Because you do not possess those necessities. Few examples, like somebody wants to increase 5% of their sales in the company in the next 6 months. What category of benchmark it is? It is possible. It can be achieved even with anything new, without anything new. Maybe the market will be better. Maybe people want to spend more, so your sales bump up 5%. Now stretchable benchmark. Sales getting 25% high in the next 6 months. Yeah, you need to stretch. With luck, you need to work on new technique, new policies, so that your sales bump up 25%. Now, the third kind of benchmark is the possible benchmark that looks possible, but it's very tough. That is making a brand for yourself, being the best in the marketplace, being the best service provider in the next 3 years. That is a possible benchmark, but you cannot achieve it based on the current experience, skills, knowledge, and resources. So what you need to do is find people who can lead you to that way, and then learn from them. Read more books, find more people who have that skill that will make you a different competitor in the entire arena. Then use that experience to find a way to achieve that benchmark. And most of it is your own skill. How do you manage all this 7 to 8 ingredients like skill, timeline, experience, knowledge, and your product or service in one string and give it as a finished output to the people? So those are the 3 types of benchmark. I suggest go for the third one, because first or second one are always doable and stretchable. Is the third one that is possible is the probably toughest one. So when you go for a possible benchmark that is the toughest to achieve, you become a new person. People with new benchmarks are actually new people. That's why you find people changing over a course of time, because they have set so high goals that they have to achieve something amazing. So that's Kishore Jangra with the session 1 word per day.